Now, it's finally not eviction day, but we finally got a court day after a year and a half of just like, this damn COVID thing has just completely ruined everything. Just messed everything up, and we can't even get people out of the house. I don't understand, like, you know, people, you work so hard, you go and you save up for your down payment, you get your investment property in hopes to go ahead and try to build something, and then you have these people that just are able to squat. Now, the tenants that I have right now, so get this, my tenants made over $100,000 with unemployment. How is that even possible to sit there and go this far and this long without paying rent? And then they're going to dispute it at the same time. Like, what did you think is going to happen? You didn't pay rent. You didn't do anything. What do you think, that even though you're going to go ahead and file a dismissal, that it's just going to go somewhere? You're going to get evicted. No, I get it. People run on hard times, but why was it just unilateral? Why wasn't it bilateral? Why wasn't it something that could be helped on the landlord side too? Now, us smaller landlords, we still have to pay HOA, we still had to pay the property tax, we still had to pay everything, but yet they got away with just pretty much murder. It's like exploiting a broken system. Like, they're like, oh yeah, this is a great idea, this will be good PR, but let's just go ahead and, I don't know, but we're gonna go ahead and go to court today. I have to drive 2 hours because the property is really, really far away from where I live. So the court always has to be within the county that the property resides. So for future investors, if you are gonna go ahead and get a property, try to make sure that it's at least close to where you're at, because man, this is a pain in the ass to go and on an idle Tuesday to just go to court and go see what it is. And fingers crossed, hopefully everything goes well. Man, this has been like one of the biggest stresses I've ever gone through in my life. This sucks so bad. Like, California is without a doubt, when it comes to tenants and landlords, it's just so lopsided, where one gets so much extra treatment, gets so much better treatment than the other. I don't even understand. Mind you, they're like $80,000 in back paid rent. And this SB 91 and this other whatever it is, these emergency rent relief thing. No, you know what they did? They didn't even respond. I initiated it so they could go ahead and you know, get some money paid back. Why are you gonna try to not get some sort of assistance when you pay rent? What do you think is gonna happen in your future when I put this on your credit? You think anybody's gonna rent to you? You think you're gonna ever buy a house with $80,000 in debt? Or you could just wait the 7 years. But you're gonna get, now there are landlords out there that could go ahead and get, you know, they could put liens on certain parts of your vehicles. They could go ahead and I mean, they can't put a levy on it. That's usually only through IRS or tax. But you know, these are things that I'm gonna go ahead and sell off to an eviction or a collection agency, because I have to end up writing this off. I have to write off this $80,000 that they owe. And the only way that I could do that, now I told the tenants, now if it was up to me, honestly, I lost it. It is what it is. You know, I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. Ooh, wow. I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. What am I gonna do, right? I just move on and go ahead and go from there. Now, I have to go through an eviction. I have to go ahead and get them evicted, because if I don't, then I can't justify to the IRS why I am covering an $80,000 loss on my P&L. When I file, I have to justify this $80,000. Now, you have no choice. You are going to go through evictions. You are going to be put in collections. You are going to do all this, and this is not by choice. I have no choice but to. But let's get to court. I have court at 1 p.m. today, and we'll keep you updated and let you know what's going on. All right, so what a freaking shit show that was. So we just got done. Now just so everybody is wondering like what the process is and everything like that. Now you have two choices, okay? A, you could go ahead and serve them a 15-day notice, or B, you could serve your tenants a 60-day notice. And that way, but the 60-day notice, just so you know, you cannot collect rent for those 2 months. So what happened is I actually just went to court. It was the initial hearing. The initial hearing, they were trying to do, they were trying to appeal something. They're saying that we didn't file correctly. And because we didn't file correctly, because they said that, okay, the 15-day notice, you served it on the 15th, and then you served the summons to go ahead and evict them out 3 days late. So before you go into court, what they do is they're going to go ahead and ask you, they're like, hey, you know what, you and the plaintiff, you guys go ahead and step outside, you guys decide if you can come to terms. I went out there, so this is February 1st. They were like, you know what, we want to stay here until what, June? I was like, oh my God, that's like 5 months from now. What do you mean June? I'm not gonna do June. That's crazy. So the judge goes in and he asks you, he's like, okay, so did you pay your $600 or $700 or whatever it was, which was a 25% rent payment that was supposed to be due? They say yes or no. They're gonna have to go ahead and provide their financials to go ahead and go with that. We didn't do that. So now what happens is, now that we went to our initial hearing, we have our trial date set for March 1st, which is 30 days out. Now this is in Corona and Riverside County. And now we have to go ahead and go to trial. And this is going to be another expense that you have to go ahead and pay. And they're saying that, oh, they haven't paid in over a year, but they only have $5,000 in their account and nobody is renting to them. I'm like, what do you think is going to happen when we go ahead and win a judgment on this and we get our money back? We have to put this in collections. We're going to have to go ahead and justify this loss on our P&L balance sheet to go ahead and let the IRS know, hey, you know what? This is why we're go ahead and taking an $80,000 hit, is because of this. It's going to happen. But here we are, Corona Courthouse, right over there. And I swear to God, I'm just feeling a little defeated, to be honest with you. Feeling a little bit shitty that this is taking so long. Dude, like over a year of no rent payment. And you still have to do your HOA. You still have to do your taxes. And fuck. Well, it is what it is. What are you going to do? We went ahead and did our initial court date. And I'm going to go and drink my sorrows away. Till next video, guys.